My name is Kevin Kostelnik from Savannah River National Lab. Along with Jeff Griffin, we're the technical points of contact, and the Federal Program Officer is Hitesh Nigam. First of all, I'd like to thank the Office of Nuclear Energy for including this project within their solicitation, and we look forward to the responses. So, as was mentioned, this is an EM-sponsored project. We are including it within this NE program, and what I'd like to do is, by way of introductions, this first slide talks about the intent behind this project, which is to form joint collaborative efforts between the U.S. and Japan, particularly focused on environmental safety as it relates to the management of radioactive waste resulting from decommissioning of nuclear power plants. In particular, we're looking for this collaboration to contribute to the decommissioning activities at Fukushima, as well as contribute to the overall mission of EM in terms of its cleanup activities. In particular, the work is geared to focus on the storage, treatment, and disposal of fuel debris and associated radioactive waste. In particular, for this first year activities, we are focusing on the radioactive waste component, and hope to, in out years, focus more on the fuel debris. Specific research areas are listed on slide 3. These include radioactive waste treatment and packaging, and in particular, we're looking for system studies that contribute to the optimization of decommissioning or other management operations and or processes. So these system studies could focus across the entire systems or could focus on critical processes such as initial characterization, decontamination technologies, secondary waste treatment or minimization techniques, as well as final characterization and overall data management or data processing. The second area of research that we're interested in is the rapid analysis of radiological contaminants. The intent here is to advance easily and readily deployable field technologies that can allow the in-field support for remedial operations. Of particular interest is analysis of contaminants in water and soil matrices, particularly looking at contaminant removal techniques, contaminant isolation techniques, contaminant characterization techniques. A variety of contaminants of concern, cesium, strontium being two predominant ones, but it's not limited to those as well. And the third area of research is in the risk modeling activities, looking at either the development or demonstration of models for assessing contaminant risk. The intent behind these models would be to help guide cleanup activities in terms of target goals, as well as the selection for remedial options. Again, the key aspect of this project is the collaboration aspect between the U.S. and Japan, predominantly between the Environmental Management Office and NE, and on the Japanese side, the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology, MEX, would be the co-sponsor. What we're looking for are U.S.-led universities in response to our solicitation, and then there'll be a parallel solicitation for the Japanese universities or research institutions. So it's important for respondents to this project to align with Japanese collaborators so that they can respond to the Japanese solicitation that will be running parallel to the schedule outlined by this project. So the funding for the Japanese collaborators would be made available through the Japanese government, as the funding for U.S. universities, research institutions would be supported through this solicitation. So I direct the respondents to work with their collaborators and look at the METX webpage for future solicitations information on their side. The schedule and anticipated budget for this first project is highlighted on this slide. Due to the nature of this first year, we decided to forego the pre-proposals, and so we would be going into the full proposals along the same time frames as outlined earlier yesterday. So the full proposals would be due in February. We would then be in the technical review process. This would be run parallel for the U.S. respondents as well as the Japanese respondents. We would anticipate selection of awards in this summer in the June timeframe, with starts for this project fiscal year or October 1st, 2016. Again, this being a first-year project, we're anticipating only a limited number of awards. 1 to 2 awards are anticipated. The budget, subject to appropriations, is in the $400 to $500K range, and we would expect initial rewards for the first year to be approximately $175,000, and we would look for these to be a 3-year duration in terms of the projects. And finally, some points of contact are listed here. As I mentioned at the beginning, feel free to contact either Hitesh, Jeff, or myself for further information.
First question is the budget of $400,000 to $525,000 for one proposal or for 2?
We would expect proposals to come in that range, $400,000 to $500,000.
So each proposal, meaning one proposal, is the $400,000 to $525,000.
For the U.S. portion of that, that's correct. Now, you know, as I said, there would be similar funds made available from the Japanese government for the Japanese collaborators. Meaning
the total project budget, meaning the U.S. plus Japanese collaboration, will be larger than that, but the
U.S. portion would be $400,000 to $500,000.
I'm sorry, we're expecting the Japanese to match it, but we can't obviously commit for what they are, but they're looking around the matching, so it could be $800,000 to $1 million total.
And the clarification we're getting here in the room is the intention is to fund one project at this point. Is a letter of intent necessary for this project? The answer to that for the CINR FOA is no. A letter of intent and a pre-application are not required for this area. By this area, I mean MS EM 1. The only application, the first application that's expected to compete, is the full proposal, which is due on February 18th, 2016. The call for proposals specifies $400,000 as a maximum. Can the proposal request up to $525,000? I'm getting an answer of yes, that's correct.
Yes, the plan is to maximum of 525 over a 3-year period, and we're hoping that we can do 175 each of the 3 years.